Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I mentioned in my opening statement the NDS, and I'm going to quote now, and keeping in mind that this was actually printed in print in 2018. Quote, North Korea seeks to guarantee regime survival and increase leverage by seeking a mixture of nuclear, biological, chemical, conventional, and non-conventional weapons and a growing ballistic missile capability to gain coercive influence over South Korea, Japan, and the United States. Now, that was in 2018. And when asked if the NDS accurately assesses the current strategic environment in the Indo-PACOM, the new commander, Admiral Aquilino, said, quote, the 2018 NDS provides a candid assessment of the strategic environment, and I take that as a yes. So, General LaCamera, do you agree that the 2018 NDS accurately assesses the environment with North Korea and sets the right priorities for our national security?
Yes, Senator, I do. However, as you know, there's other things that happen in other combatant commands, and if confirmed, my responsibility to make sure that as things happen and resources are modified, that I'll have to identify the risk and have that conversation with my boss on where that risk is and who's going to buy it.
Yeah, our chairman brought up the idea about the concern that I've had all the time about the training limitations, and you answered the question. But is that which way is that trend line going? Are we going to be able to handle those limitations that are quite obvious now?
Yes, Senator, we currently have, but as time goes on, I will, if confirmed, continue to monitor to make sure that we stay within the band of excellence of readiness, and then have candid conversations with my ROC counterparts on making sure that we can train. My concern isn't just for U.S. forces. If we're having challenges, one of the things, if confirmed, I'll be looking into is how does it impact others' ability to train, and where does that put the mission at risk?
Yeah, and that's been our concern. I had one last question. The South Korean President Moon wants to accelerate the transfer of wartime operational control to a binational command led by a South Korean general with a U.S. deputy. The current arrangement is that in the event of war, South Korea soldiers would be under the binational command led by the U.S. General, by a U.S. general. In your opinion, should transfer of wartime operational control to a South Korean-led command be condition-based or calendar-based, and why?
Senator, the conditions-based OPCON transfer should remain. It's bilaterally agreed upon, and I believe that it should remain as a conditions-based approach, and we need to be prepared to respond. The agreement, my assumption is that as they came to this bilateral agreement, they analyzed, identified the risk, and this was the best way to reduce that risk, and I support it.
Well, I think most of us support the condition base, and this is something that's worked in the past. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.